Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan. You're watching on Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're back with the second half of the 1964 Cleveland Browns taking on the 1978 Pittsburgh Steelers at Three Rivers Stadium using Action PC football. And this is our series called Titan Bowl, where the best teams, the best rivalries go at it head to head. And after a half of football, the 1964 Cleveland Browns 17, the 1978 Pittsburgh Steelers 7. The Steelers will get the ball in the second half. Let's quickly go over the scoring. Pittsburgh scored first on an 8-play, 89-yard drive that took 4 minutes and 50 seconds, culminating with a 9-yard touchdown pass to Lynn Swann from Terry Bradshaw. Roy Girella kick, 7-0 Pittsburgh, and that came at the 7:48 mark in the first quarter. Cleveland would score 3 times in the second quarter before the half. The first one, after a 9-play, 63-yard drive, 5 minutes and 43 seconds, a 17-yard touchdown run by Green, Groza with the extra point, 7-7. Then at the 5:24 mark before the half, Lou Groza hit a 29-yard field goal, and that was a 10-play, 54-yard drive, 4 minutes and 33 seconds. And with 14 seconds before the half, Frank Ryan hit Collins on a long slant for touchdown number 2 for the Browns. Groza with the extra point, and that was a 7-play, 80-yard drive that only took a minute 36, 17-7, and that's how we stand at the half. Frank Ryan is 9 of 16 for the Browns. Quarterback's thrown for 122 yards and a touchdown. His rating right now is 101.6. Terry Bradshaw, 9 for 14, 158 yards. He also has a touchdown, and he's been sacked once. His quarterback rating is 126.5. The leading rusher, Frank Ryan, 1 scramble for 23 yards. Jim Brown, 8 carries, only 20 yards. And Green has 5 carries for 24 yards. So the Browns, 14 attempts for 67 yards of rushing offense. Franco Harris, 7 carries, 22 yards. Rocky Bleier, 4 for 8. Thornton, 1 for 4. Pittsburgh, 14 carries, 34 yards. Leading receiver, yardage-wise, for the Steelers is Swann. He has 2 receptions for 65 yards. He caught a 50-yarder before the half, right at the end of the half. So Swann, 3 receptions, 37 yards. Bleier, 2 for 31. Swann has a touchdown reception. Cunningham, 1 for 13, and he has a drop. Harris, 1 for 12, and Grossman, 0 for 1. We targeted him once after Cunningham went out. For the Browns, Jimmy Brown, 3 receptions, 28 yards. Paul Warfield, 2 for 26. Collins, 2 for 42 in the touchdown. Green, 1 for 13, and Brewer, 1 for 13. Back to the ball game now. And Lou Groza will be kicking deep to Anderson. He angles it. Anderson has it. Past the 20, past the 30, near the 40. 27-yard return for Anderson, brought down by Ramey. And here comes Terry Bradshaw, trailing by 10. The Steelers will start 1st and 10 on their 39. Split backfield of Bleier and Franco Harris, the wideouts. Swann and Stallworth. The tight end now is Grossman. And we're going to go Harris. Trap right with Franco. Franco Harris breaks 1 tackle. Gain of 3 brought down by number 67, Sid Williams. That's Williams' 2nd tackle. And it brings up 2nd and 7. Short and quick to Stallworth. Bradshaw back to pass. He connects up to Stallworth, who breaks a tackle and goes for 18 yards. Finally brought down by Vince Costello, the linebacker trailing the play. That's Costello's 4th tackle. So 1st and 10 in Cleveland territory on their 40. Steelers trailing by 10 points at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And now let's look for screen. Rocky Bleier Bradshaw hits Blyer, and Blyer's going to go for quite a distance. He breaks a tackle. He sees the end zone, and he's finally brought down yards away from a touchdown. 39-yard gain for Rocky Blyer. Fitchner saved the touchdown for the moment, as it is 1st and goal from the Cleveland 1. So 3 plays have netted the Steelers 60 yards in a minute 49. Steelers will go with an I formation. Blyer the up back, Harris behind him. Dive play for Franco Harris. And Harris is in. Touchdown. So Pittsburgh in 4 plays, they strike quickly. They go 61 yards in 2 minutes and 32 seconds. It's now a 17-13 ball game. Roy Girella's extra point awaits. Let's watch that touchdown. Excellent blocking. They slowed up Franco just a bit, but he kept the legs churning and got into the end zone. And there it is, touchdown. One more time. Harris keeps his legs moving as the pile is pushed forward into the end zone by the Pittsburgh offensive line. There it is. And here's Roy Girella for the extra point, and it's good. So Pittsburgh, again, 4 plays, 61 yards, 2 minutes and 32 seconds, have pulled to within 3 now, with 12:19 left in the third quarter. Cleveland 17, Pittsburgh 14 here at Three Rivers Stadium. Girella will kick deep to Kelly. Kelly fields it near the goal line, past the 20, past the 30, near the 35.
Illegal block. Receiving team.
So the illegal block by Fitchner will nullify the Leroy Kelly return of 34 yards. And Cleveland will be in the shadows of their end zone, 1st and 10 on their 9. So Ryan's at quarterback, split backfield of Brown and Green. Wideouts Warfield and Collins. The tight end is Brewer. Gonna go play action fake. Medium slant. Paul Warfield. Ryan looking for Warfield. He throws in. It's complete gain of 18. Lambert brings him down as he dropped back in pass coverage in the short zone. But it's a pickup of 18 for Paul Warfield, who now has 3 receptions for 44 yards. 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 27. Now Jim Brown. Off tackle right, Jimmy Brown. There goes Jim Brown, and he has some running room. Gain of 4.
Encroachment. Defense. Number 75, 5-yard penalty.
Well, it's a gain of 4, and we have an encroachment on Mean Joe Green. We'll accept that, as that's a 5-yard penalty, and bring up 1st and 5 on the Cleveland 32. Once again, we'll look for Jimmy Brown. Off tackle left this time for Brown, and there goes Brown, and he is smothered after a 2-yard gain. Dwight White back in the ball game, gets his 4th tackle. Brings up 2nd and 3. Short to the flat. Jim Brown. Ryan feels the pressure, and he is sacked by number 75, Joe Green. That is the first sack of Frank Ryan. They were keying Jim Brown. Ryan tucked the ball down, tried to step up in the pocket and take off, but Joe Green sent him to the turf. So it is 3rd and 6 for the Browns on their 31. Ernie Green will go out wide. Brown set behind Ryan. Dive, Jim Brown. Brown up the middle, breaks a tackle, but is stopped after a 4-yard gain. 4th and 2. LC Greenwood prevented the first down with his 3rd tackle of the game. Pittsburgh was in a 4-2 nickel pass, tight man. If he could have gotten away from Greenwood, he had a lot of turf out in front of him. So on 4th and 2, here comes Gary Collins, who's out in the field already, will move to the punting position. And he'll punt deep to Bell or Rattershawn. Collins with the punt. Moving up the field and breaking 3 tackles and getting out to the 45.
Illegal block. Receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
So the 10-yard return on the 31-yard punt will be nullified thanks to the illegal block by Jack Ham. That looks like that's Ham? Okay. So Pittsburgh gets backed up. They'll start 1st and 10, trailing by 3 on their own 28. The 1964 Cleveland Browns 17, the 1978 Pittsburgh Steelers 14. It's been a slobber knocker here at Three Rivers Stadium. 9:08 to play in the 3rd quarter. 2 backs, 2 wideouts, 1 tight end. Bradshaw under center. Grossman. Short hitch to Randy Grossman. And Grossman makes the catch. 10 yards and a 1st down. Good hand by Randy Grossman there. Bradshaw now 12 for 17, 225 yards and a TD. Pittsburgh has the ball in the 38. 4 new sets of downs. Run counter. Rocky Blyer. Sweep left. There goes Blyer. Blyer gets the corner. And he picks up 9 yards. Costello finally pushes him out. They bit on the counter. They went for Franco. Blyer went the other way. So it's 2nd and 1, 8:14 left in the 3rd quarter. Clock running. Ball at the Pittsburgh 47. Steelers trail by 3. Dive to Franco Harris. Harris, nailed in the backfield by Fiss, who came flying in. Wow. From his outside linebacker position, blew that play up in the backfield. Loss of 1. Practically an automatic play, got blown up. So it brings up 3rd and 2 on the Pittsburgh 46 now. Play action fake. Short and quick. Swan. Bradshaw back to pass. He fires to Swan. Knocked away by Bernie Parrish. And it'll be 4th and 2 on the Pittsburgh 46, and they shall punt the ball. Nice play by Bernie Parrish denying Swan and the Steelers the 1st down. So here comes the punt team. Craig Colquitt back out on the field for the Steelers. He'll be punting to Roberts. The snap, the punt. Roberts fields it inside his 5. No, he lets it roll.
Offsides. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
And Cleveland will accept that. They'll re-punt the ball. Again, Colquitt will punt to Roberts. The offsides, they had Cleveland pinned back inside the 5, but they'll have to do it again. And Roberts will return it. Inside the 10, he breaks 1 tackle near the 25, and he's brought down after the 17-yard return. So Cleveland will start 1st and 10 on their 24, 6:28 to play in the 3rd quarter. The Browns 17, the Steelers 14 here at Three Rivers Stadium. Ryan under center, Brown and Green the split backfield, Warfield and Collins the wideouts, Brewer the tight end. And we're going to go short hitch to Brewer. Ryan, incomplete. Good coverage by Donnie Shell. They were keying Jim Brown, but Shell broke up the play. So it's 2nd and 10. Clock stops on the incompletion. Play action fake. Green. Screen to Ernie Green. And, incomplete. Lambert with the excellent coverage there for the Steelers. They try to fool him with a play action fake, and then Green broke out to the outside for the screen, but Lambert disrupted the pattern. It is 3rd and 10 on the Cleveland 24. Short slant. Collins. Ryan back to pass over the middle. It's picked off by number 29. Ron Johnson steps in front of the slant intended for Collins. He picks it off and returns it for 20 yards. The Steelers are in business. 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 15. A field goal attempt from here at this point for Roy Gerela. 57% chance of making it. Let's watch that pickoff. Ryan back to pass. And there it is. Johnson stepped in front of the Collins route one more time. Ryan, bam, Johnson picks it off, number 29. So 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers, trailing by 3 on the Cleveland 15. And they're going to go corner fade, this time to Stallworth. They're keying that. Draw to Franco Harris. Harris gets the draw, and up the middle he goes for a gain of 4. Outside linebacker Galen Fisk brings him down. That's Fisk's 5th tackle. Clock running, 5:42 to play, 2nd and 6. On the Cleveland 11. Run counter, Rocky Blyer. Pitch left. The pitch out to Blyer. He gains the corner, but is pushed out of bounds after only a 3-yard gain. Vince Costello makes the stop. That's Costello's 6th tackle. It's 3rd and 3 from the Cleveland 8. Pittsburgh will move to an I formation. Blyer the up back, Harris behind him. Trap right, Franco Harris. There goes Harris, and he is smothered for no gain. Williams on the tackle. Finchner is coming off the field after getting up from the pile. And he is done for the game. That's Sid Williams' 4th tackle. It's 4th and 3 from the Cleveland 8. Field goal attempt here for Roy Gerela. You'd think it'd be up in the 90s. It's only 64% chance of him making it. But he's coming out in the field trying to tie this ball game up here. So Gerela, 64.5% chance of making it. Colquitt, the punter, will hold. The snap, the hold, Gerela, and he misses to the right. Oh my God, Gerela misses the 25-yard field goal attempt. And Pittsburgh is still trailing by 3 points. Roy Gerela was not a good kicker. He was an adequate kicker on a great team. Wow. So we'll have to remember that later in the game. Cleveland takes over. They dodge a bullet there. 1st and 10 on their 20. And we're going to change this up here. Leroy Kelly will come in for Brown, and we're going to put Jim Brown back to his normal right side. And we're going to go I formation. So Kelly's the up back, Brown behind him. Warfield, Collins the wideouts, Burr the tight end. And we're just going to go dive play to Jimmy Brown. Up the middle goes Brown. 4-yard gain. He was brought down by Shell. And Jack Ham is done for the game as he goes off the field injured. The injuries piling up for both teams now, mostly for the Steelers. As you can see, the Steelers have Cunningham, Ham, and Wagner out. Cleveland, Wiggins on Fitchner, and Wiggin is questionable to come back. So 2nd and 6, again, I formation. Jim Brown. And we're going to go trap right, Jimmy Brown. There goes Brown, and he is brought down in the backfield. 1-yard loss, L.C. Greenwood. So it's 3rd and 7. Jim Brown has carried the ball 12 times for 29 yards, 3 receptions for 28 yards. As the Steel Curtain has not given in to the great Jim Brown. Clock running, 3:52 left in the 3rd quarter. Cleveland 17, Pittsburgh 14. 3rd and 7 from the Cleveland 23. Cleveland's last drive ended in an interception by Ron Johnson. And we're going to bring Green back in for Leroy Kelly. We're going to go split backfield. And I think we're going to look at the screen for a second. Ernie Green with the screen. Ryan hits Green, and he picks up the first down. He breaks a tackle. He gets 8 yards and moves the chain. And that's Ernie Green's second reception for 21 yards. Watch how he breaks that tackle here. Let's watch one replay. He could have been stopped short, but he broke through number 21's grips. Dungy did finally bring him down, but it's too late. So 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 31. Clock running, 3:04 to play. Viper Dave in the chat asks, and thank you for joining us, Viper Dave. Hope all is well. How does this compare to Stratomatic football? I have not played Stratomatic football. I like Action PC football. I like the animation of it. I like all the gameplay of it. I have seen, Viper Dave, I have seen Stratomatic on YouTube. I like to watch a lot of YouTube. It looks fun. Again, it's you roll the dice, you get the result. I like the animation from what I've seen of it, but I've never played it, so I can't say how it played. It looks fun. I have the baseball game. I enjoy that. The one thing I'll say about Stratomatic, and I like Stratomatic, they're a bit pricey, and you don't get a lot of bang for your buck. Where Dave Koch and Action PC Football, I think they have better deals, better packages, and when Dave Koch has sales, they're very good. So Viper Dave says, looks nice. Yeah, I've added the fields, and I got these off actually the 2nd and 10 site, which I'm going to pick up. I like that game, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10's a fun game. Viper Dave says, I have just played the board game. Stratomatic? Who did you play? How did it go? All right, 1st and 10 here, and thank you to Viper Dave. He just finished up a board game, I believe, of Stratomatic football. You know, you got to play the games you like. So that's I played Stratomatic football when I was a kid. I played Fran Tarkenton football, which I still have. And if I can set the camera up, I'd like to play one game, at least a half or a quarter online. That was a fun. Everything was on one sheet. I also played. What was that other football game my friend Billy and I played when I was a kid? Played Stratomatic. I can't think of the other football game, but it was fun. It was fun. So who won, Viper Dave? All right, 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 31. Let's go play action fake. And let's go medium hitch. Where's the hitch? Right here. Medium hitch, Warfield. Play action fake. Ryan looking for Warfield. He fires, and it is complete for 16 yards. As Warfield was able to spin Blount around. So it's 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 47. That's Paul Warfield's 4th reception for 60 yards. As ID Gestures jumped in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. ID Gesture had a fun game. Couple of games on today. Bo Jackson replay using inside pitch. I watched the first one on replay, and I caught the second one live. A lot of fun. Check out ID Gestures channel. That's IDJESTER. If you're not familiar, just go to my page, and you'll see him under the related. And check out the other channels under featured and related. All wonderful community. All right, 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 47, 2:16 left in the 3rd quarter. The Browns looking to march and put another score on the board after Roy Girella missed a 25-yard field goal that would have tied it up for the 1978 Steelers. And we're going to go I formation. Brown is Green's the up back. Jim Brown behind him. And we're going to go dive. Jimmy Brown. And there goes Brown. He has some running room. Gain of 5. Brought down by Mel Blount, and I shall be back in a moment. Thank you. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. I had to take care of a family member. And let's quickly go to the chat. And ID Jester says 3 games coming up against Boston should be fun series. I will hopefully be there live, ID. If not, check them on replay. And Viper Dave says the only computer football game I have played is electronic football, where you had, oh, that was so fun. You'd set up all the players. I remember that. And they'd go in all the wrong directions. Do you remember the guys who were the blockers? They put their hands out in front. They ran the best. All right, so 2nd and 5 on the Pittsburgh 48. And we're going to go dive. Jim Brown again. Brown up the middle, and he is smothered. Loss of 1. Jack Lambert and the front 7 of the Steel Curtain defense blew that play up. Jim Brown cannot get anything started. John Morrow with a bad block up front on the Cleveland line. That's 2 bad blocks for Morrow. And 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 6. Brown's at 88%. We're going to keep him in. Ernie Green. Screen to Ernie Green. Ryan back to pass. He hits, just out of Green's reach. 4th and 6. I counted my chickens before they hatched. I thought that was going to be a completion. And we have J.W. Flux in the house. I know who he's rooting for. The fine man from Ohio, J.W. Flux. He says, let's go Browns. Viper Dave says, yep. So I'd like to say thank you to J.W. Flux, Viper Dave, and ID Gesture who have joined me in the chat. Make sure you also check out J.W. Flux. That's capital J, W, then space, capital F, lowercase L-U-X. J.W. Flux. Great channel, lots of Final Fantasy. Just a real pleasant stream. It's fun. I have joined it live on many occasions. Once again, check out things you might not think you'd like, because you might just like them. The community that I'm involved with, they're all good people. Check out my channel, who's related, who's featured. Check out Phil the Issues Guy, Broke Black Man 94, JD, What's Blazing in Sports, ID Gesture, Tabletop Baseball, JW Flux, Higher Ground Gaming, Baseball Demos. And if I forget anyone, go to my channel. Check out the featured and related. They're good people. These are the channels you need to support, not the mega channels. They don't care about you. All right, 4th and 6. Here comes the punt team, which means Gary Collins will go from receiver to take the snap and punt the ball. Back deep for the 78 Steelers, Bell and Ruddershaw. Here's the snap. Collins with the punt. It's a good... Oh, it goes too far. Bounces.
Offsides. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
So Wooten's offside. Will they make them punt the ball over? No, they will not. They will take the ball at the 20. So the Steelers still trailing by 3 because Roy Girella missed a 25-yard field goal. Roy Girella was really a bad field goal kicker on a really good team. So Bradshaw under center, split backfield of Harris and Blyer. We've pretty much gone with them. Thornton's gotten 1 carry. Wide out Stallworth and Swan. The tight end is Grossman now. Cunningham's out of the game. And we're going to look for Grossman. Actually, we want to go play action fake. And now we want to look for Grossman. Short slant. They're keying that. We're going to go over the top. We're going to go medium fly to Swan. Incomplete. Bradshaw could not hook up with Swan. And Mullins is going off the field for approximately 3 plays. As that ball was tipped away by Beach for the Browns. And that's Walter Beach's first deflection. And they were doubling Stallworth. So if Beach doesn't make that bat away, Swan might have been gone for 6. So it's 2nd and 10. Steelers trailing by 3 on their own 20. Short and quick to Swan. Bradshaw to Swan, breaks the tackle, and he does get the first down. By the hair of their chinny chin chin, he's brought down by Bernie Parrish. Parrish's third tackle. 1st and 10. 14:33 to play in this game. It's been a thriller from Three Rivers Stadium. The 1964 Browns 17. The 1978 Steelers 14. They have the ball, trailing by 3, 1st and 10 on their 30. Viper Dave brings up an excellent point. If you are watching and you see the person's name that I've just said in the chat, you can click on their name to get their channel. If you're watching at a later date, go to my channel and see the related links. Excellent point, Viper Dave. All right, 1st and 10, and we're going to go Franco Harris. Trap right with Franco. There goes Franco, and again, that play is not getting anything. No gain. Tackle by Sid Williams. That's Mr. Williams' 5th tackle. They're keying Franco Harris. The Browns were in a 4-3 run defense inside. They're playing their line. They've been playing that a lot, so we should be able to pop an outside run. We should be able to pop an outside run later. All righty. We're going to go Rocky Blyer. Screen to Rocky Blyer. Bradshaw back to pass. He hits Blyer in stride, and Blyer picks up 12. Vince Costello brings him down too late, though. 1st down and 10 from the Pittsburgh 42. That's Costello's 7th tackle. They were keying Franco Harris in a normal 4-3 basic zone, and the Browns got burned. Clock running, 12:55 to play. Steelers trailing by 3. Again, if you've just joined us, I am playing as both teams' offense. The computer is playing as both teams' defense. This is the way I play this series. It's fun for me because I get to play as all these great players. It's so much fun. You get to play as Jim Brown or Harris or Blyer or Bradshaw, Powell, Warfield, Swan, Stallworth. This is a lot of fun. It's just meant to be fun. It's a what-if thing. So, 1st and 10. We're going to go play action fake. We're going over the top. Bomb post to Stallworth. Bradshaw back to pass. Looking. He fires deep and
Pass interference. Defense. Number 49. Automatic. 1st down.
So Stallworth lost the ball, but we know why now. Pass interference, as Beach was there too soon. A huge penalty. The Steelers are knocking on the doorstep once again. 1st and goal from the Cleveland 10, thanks to the pass interference call on the bomb post. So with 12:07 to play, the Steelers trail by 3, and Roy Giarella, even from this short distance, it's from the 10, you add 17 yards, okay? That's a 27-yard field goal. You and I could make a 27-yard field goal. Grant you, with no one pass rushing, I can make a 27-yard field goal. Roy Giarella, a professional kicker, and he wasn't good. 56% chance of success here. Take care, Viper Dave. Thank you for stopping by. You also have a good night. JW Flux says, evening. Even being a Browns fan, still got to love Rocky Blyer. Oh, he's such a good player, Rocky Blyer. All right. 1st and 10. Steelers will go play action fake, and we're going to run that fade where we just throw it up towards the corner. It's pretty much, we're going to catch it. It's going to be incomplete. Corner fade. Bradshaw has one for a touchdown to Swan. The other one to Stallworth was incomplete, and we're going to go back to Swan. 1st and 10, play action fake. Corner fade to Swan, and Parrish tips the ball away. So it was like a jump ball in basketball. Parrish and Swan both go up for it, and Bernie Parrish is able to tip it away. That's his 2nd deflection. So 2nd and goal from the Cleveland 10. We're going to go draw. draw to Rocky Blyer. There's the draw to Blyer. Blyer goes up the middle and is stuffed for no gain. Beach leveled him right at the 10, planting Blyer in the turf. So 3rd and goal, 11:48 to play in the game. Clock running, tick, 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 tick. Steelers trailing by 3. Roy Girella, from this point of the field, a 27-yard field goal is only 56%. He's already missed a 25-yarder on the last drive. We're going to go short and quick. And we're going to hope that Stallworth can break the tackle here. Short and quick to Stallworth. It is caught, and Costello nails him after a 3-yard gain. It's 4th and goal at the 7. So it's a 61% chance that Roy Girella can actually tie the game up here. I know J.W. Flux has his fingers crossed, his toes crossed. He wants Girella to miss another one. Here comes Girella and the field goal team. And I shall be back in a moment as these TV timeout. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. Had to take care of a situation. So Roy Girella will come out on the field. Colquitt will hold. Girella's already missed a short one. Only a 60.8% chance of making it. The snap, the place, the hold. Girella, and he is true this time. Right down the middle on the 24-yard field goal. And we have a tie ball game, 17-17 with 10:26 to play here at Three Rivers Stadium. What a ball game between the 1964 Cleveland Browns and the 1978 Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is all with Jim Brown really not being able to run the ball at all. As J.W. Flux is reading me like a book. What does that mean, J.W., if you're still there? All right. So Girella will kick deep to Kelly. Kelly fields it inside the 10, past the 20, past the 30, out past the 40-yard line. Great return by Leroy Kelly. A 35-yard return finally brought down by Cole. And Cleveland will start out in very good field position, 1st and 10 on their own 42, and J.W. Flux must have liked that. 10:19 left in this ball game. Split backfield of Brown and Green. Wideouts Warfield and Collins. The tight end is Brewer. Ryan under center. Play action. Medium out. Gary Collins. Ryan back to pass. Looking for Collins. He throws. It's complete for a gain of 22 as Collins beat Johnson to the outside. Clock stops. 10:07 to play. 1st and 10 on the Pittsburgh 36. Jim Brown. Sweep left with Jim Brown. Power sweep. There goes Jim Brown. Oh my God, that play's blown up in the backfield. Loss of 4. Jack Lambert nails Brown. That's Jack Lambert. 8th tackle. Wow. Watch how this play gets blown up in the backfield by the Steel Curtain defense and the Lambert tackle on Jimmy Brown. Here comes a power sweep. Bam! The line just got destroyed up front. J.W. Flux says, you mentioned I was on the edge of my seat right before the break. Excellent. That's what we want. 9:22 to play. Big 4-yard loss. And again, Jim Brown only 15 carries for 29 yards, but the Steelers also have not really got a run game going. Franco Harris, 13 carries, 29 yards. Rocky Blyer, 7 for 20. Green, 5 for 24. Yards on the ground, tough going. The quarterbacks, Ryan, 13 for 24, 186 yards and a pick. And he has a touchdown pass to Collins. Bradshaw, 15 of 23 for 250. Let's get the true numbers here. So Ryan has a touchdown and an interception. Bradshaw has a touchdown, and that was to Swan in the corner. 17-17 ball game. 2nd and 14 on the Pittsburgh 40. Browns break the huddle, come up to the line of scrimmage. Ryan under center. Barks out the signals. Screen. Jim Brown. They got to pop one of these sometime. And Brown makes the catch, and Winston nails him and takes Brown right off his feet for a 2-yard loss. Dennis Winston. That's his 2nd tackle, and what a tackle it was on the great Jim Brown. Cleveland's gone backwards 6 yards. It's now 3rd and 16. Green and Brewer will stay in the block. Need 16. Medium hitch. Paul Warfield. Back to passes Ryan. He has time. He fires. Tipped by Cole. Incomplete. He was looking for Warfield. Warfield was covered. He went to Collins, and it was tipped away by Robin Cole. Pittsburgh was in a 4-3 basic prevent deep zone. Cole dropped back from his linebacker position to bat that ball away. So with 4th and 6, ball game tied at 17 and 7:50 to play, the Browns will punt from the Pittsburgh 42. 4th and 16, excuse me. So Gary Collins will move from his wide receiver spot to the punter spot, and he's going to try to sideline punt it. The angle punts it. Can he pin him back? No. It goes into the end zone.
Offsides. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
Let's see. Pittsburgh will decline it. They'll take it 1st and 10 on their 20. So with 7:43 to play in this game, and it's been a hard-hitting game. There's been injuries. There's been turnovers. There's been interceptions. Hard-hitting, great football here at Three Rivers Stadium between two long-time rivals. The 1964 Cleveland Browns 17. The 1978 Pittsburgh Steelers 17. Bradshaw under center. Blyer and Harris split backfield. Stallworth and Swan the wideouts. Grossman in for the injured Cunningham. Short to the flat to Rocky Blyer. And here comes the pass rush, and around the corner, number 82, Jim Houston, brings Bradshaw down to the turf, and he brought him down hard. That's the second sack of Terry Bradshaw. He's getting up a little slow, but he'll stay in the game. 2nd and 14 now, as they were doubling Lynn Swan. If Bradshaw could have got that pass off, Blyer probably could have went for a long way. Clock running, 7:38 to play in this tied ball game. Draw. Rocky Blyer. Blyer up the middle. Gain of 4. Brought down by Costello, and Beach is going to the sideline. That could be trouble for the Cleveland pass defense. His return is probable. And now in the game, Lowell Callor. And that's a big drop-off. So we're going to attack him. They're probably going to double Stallworth, but we're going to go to Stallworth on this play. Wow, look because of the guy covering him. Now, grant you, this could change. These percentages would change if they're playing a zone or something, but just the standard coverage. 81%, 80. We need 10 yards. Let's go with the out. Short out to Stallworth. Bradshaw back to pass. He fires complete, and Stallworth picks up 18. Brought down by Jim Houston, trailing the play. That's his 3rd tackle. This is a huge, and now they've switched in Dave Ramey. And again, that's not really, he's pretty much the same. So a huge drop-off. Beach is out of the game. That was a huge loss for the 64 Browns, as we're just going to attack that side now. And we're going to put Franco Harris out wide, give him something more to think about. And we're going to Grossman. While they're thinking about Stallworth and Harris, we're going to go Grossman, the tight end, on the short out. Bradshaw back to pass, looking, he fires to Grossman. Gain of 11, knocked out of bounds by Larry Bentz. That's Grossman's 2nd reception for 21 yards. As Bradshaw is feeling it's like taking candy from a baby right now. And they bring Lowell Callor back in. This side's just, we can attack it all day now. And again, we're going to put Franco Harris out wide. Why are you doing that, we say? Because now, look, Harris is a 4. He takes coverage away from this. And then we also have a very good receiving tight end. But what we're going to do here is we're going to go play action fake, and we're going to try to pop Rocky Blyer to the outside. We've been running a lot of inside plays. This is something I've been waiting for. Hopefully it pops. JW Flux is saying, I hope it doesn't pop because he's a Browns fan. And we're going to go Blyer, play action, fake, pitch left. There's play action, the pitch out to Blyer, and he gets around the corner, but only a minimal gain of 4. Kaler knocks him out of bounds. That's his second tackle. John Stallworth now has 5 receptions, 104 yards. Rocky Blyer, 9 carries, 28 yards. As JW Flux in the chat says, need a turnover. Yes, it's going to be tough, JW. That's a huge loss when they lost Beach, and now they have Kaler back on Swan and Parrish on Stallworth, and Parrish stays on Swan. We're just going to constantly attack this side. 5:19 to play in the game. Tie ball game, 17-17, just nickel and dime it downfield. Again, we're going to put Franco Harris out wide. This side is overloaded with pretty good receivers. And we're going to send, I'd love to send Blyer. I think if we send him to the flat, he comes down this way. I would love to send, if I could, I would love to send Blyer here. There's no way they could cover the play. But I think if we run a screen, he comes down here. You know what? We're going to run the screen anyway. Screen to Blyer. It should be open. Ah, we couldn't connect up. Oh, heavy pass rush. Throws off Bradshaw's timing. Houston was on the coverage, but I think if Blyer gets that ball, he's going to go a long way. Dick Modulewski for the Browns. A blast from the past. JW Flux of Browns fans knows how good Dick Modulewski was. Provides the pressure. So 3rd and 6. From the Cleveland 47, 4:39 to play. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. Harris again will go out wide. And we're going to look for Grossman on the out, short out. Bradshaw back to pass, looking for Grossman. He fires! Bad throw by Bradshaw. He had Grossman on the out, who could probably have turned it up to get more yards, but Bradshaw misfires. Wow. And it's now 4th and 6. And we're going to have to punt. So Cleveland will get the ball back in a tie ball game with 4:34 to play. Colquitt will come out to punt. They're on the 47, 44 yards. The wind is 15 to 50. I think we're punting into the wind. So Colquitt will punt deep to Roberts. And Roberts will field it right at the goal line. Wow. That's a
holding. Receiving team.
That's a horrible play by Roberts. He should have let it bounce and go in the end zone. And now there's a holding on the receiving team. And Cleveland is 1st and 10 on their 3. So they are what you call in the shadows of their own end zone. 4:28 to play. 17-17. Ryan under center, split backfield of Green and Jim Brown. Jim Brown has been held in check. Wideouts Warfield and Collins. The tight end is Brewer. And we're just going to give this ball to Jimmy Brown. Jim, we need you to break one here. Dive up the middle of Jim Brown. And, oh my lord, 56 comes flying in. Robin Cole. No, it's a 1-yard loss. He blows that play up, knocking Brown back. It's now 2nd and 11 from the Cleveland 2. As they're just keying Jim Brown. So, we're going to go max protect. Brown, Green, and Brewer will stay into block. 6-4. Brewer will help out on LC Greenwood. 2nd and 11. Long hitch. It could take too long for that. Short hitch. Short hitch to Warfield. Max protect. And Warfield makes the catch and picks up 17 yards. The Pittsburgh was in a 4-3 pass, normal zone with a blitzer. The blitzer easily got picked up. Jack Lambert on the tackle of Paul Warfield. That's his 9th. So 1st and 10. 3:30 left in the game. Clock running. Cleveland has the ball on the 19. And if it goes to overtime, we're going to play 1978 rules, sudden death. If this was in Cleveland Stadium, in Cleveland Municipal Stadium, we would play with 1964 rules. No overtime, it would be a tie. All right. Let's go. I think we can go back to max protect. Play action fake. So Brown, Green, and Brewer staying in the block. It doesn't mean that they will release at some point and become check down receivers. And we're going to go short out Warfield. And Ryan takes up off the middle, and he's got the first down. He scrambles for a gain of 11. 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 30. Cleveland now goes into the hurry up. So pressure was applied. They were doubling Gary Collins, but the pressure saved them from Ryan connecting up to Warfield. That's who we're trying to get to. And again, we're going to go with max protect. Brown, Green, and Brewer will all stay in the block. Clock running. And we're going to go medium out. Warfield. Ryan back to pass, looking. He throws to the out. Incomplete, too high. Warfield went high in the air off his fingertips. Clock stops. 2nd and 10. 2:19 to play in the game. 17-17. Between the Browns and Steelers here at Three Rivers Stadium. Green and Brewer will stay in the block. Jim Brown will be sent out wide. 2nd and 10. Short and quick to Jimmy Brown. They're keying that. We're going over the top. Medium fly to Warfield. Ryan back to pass. He fires! Incomplete. Oh. Pittsburgh was in a 4-3 basic. They faked the blitz. So it brings up 3rd and 10 with 2:10 to play at the Cleveland 30. Screen to Ernie Green. There it is. Green has it. He picks up the first down. He gains 11, and we are at the 2-minute warning, and that was a big play. Ryan stayed very cool and collective in the pocket. He let the screen develop. He led Ernie Green perfectly. Green followed his blockers for 11 yards and a first down. 2-minute warning. Let's look at that replay. Well executed by the 1964 Cleveland Browns. Here it is. Followed his blockers. Got right up there. One more time. 3rd and 10. Screenplay to Green. Picks up 11. Ernie Green now 3 receptions, 32 yards. He is an unsung hero right now. So a field goal will win this game. There's 1:55 to play. We probably got to get down to the 25-yard line for Groza to get a legitimate field goal shot. And the Toe's a pretty good field goal kicker. He's actually much better than Roy Girella. All right. Cleveland with all 3 of their timeouts, as well as Pittsburgh has all 3 of their timeouts. 1:55 to play. Let's go draw. Jim Brown.
False start. Offense. Number 77. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So Skalfraff pops out of his stance too quick. False start. Back him up 5 yards. 1st and 15 now for the Browns from their 36. Let's go Jim Brown draw once again. There's the draw to Jimmy Brown. He only picks up 2. Clock running. Cleveland goes into the hurry up. Green and Brewer will stay in the block. Brown will go out wide. Short out Collins. Bryant back to pass. He fires to the out. Good coverage by the Steelers. Incomplete. Johnson stepped in front of that. Brings up 30 and 13. No, now they're crediting. They say over here Johnson stepped in front of it. Over here they're going to give it to Jack Lambert. So I guess Lambert on the deflection as he dropped back in the zone coverage. So a big 3rd and 13. The last time it was 3rd and 10. Screen pass to Green produced the first down. 1:25 left in the game. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring in Leroy Kelly for Jim Brown because we just want to switch it up. We want to put Brown on the other side. And Green. So all we're really doing is just switching sides. Brown is now to the left. Green is now to the right. And we're going to go screen to Jim Brown. Ryan back to pass. He hits Brown. Brown breaks one tackle, but is brought down after a 9-yard gain. It's 4th and 4 with 1:09. We can call timeout. I can bring it down before we punt to 30 seconds. So we'll call timeout with 30 seconds, make it 4th and 4. And now we'll punt the ball. So Pittsburgh will have under 30 seconds to do something. Collins to punt, and he's going to punt deep. The snap, the punt by Collins. Here comes the return by the Steelers. And brought down around the 20. Ruddershaw with an 11-yard return on the 44-yard punt, brought down by Morrow. So with 19 seconds to play, overtime is looming between these two arch rivals. It's 17-17. 19 seconds. Do I throw one up? Maybe we get another penalty. Beach is back in the game, and if you're a Browns fan, you're ecstatic. Even though Stallworth has burned him deep. 5 out of 10 against a 7 out of 10. Well, I think what we'll do is we're going to go short out. For the Steelers, short out. And make sure you head out of bounds. Actually, medium out. Stallworth. Bradshaw back to pass. Oh my God, he tried to dump it down to Blyer. Why would you do that? Just throw the ball away, Terry. Incomplete, thank God. 10 seconds left. I should probably just take a knee here. $10. Nothing good can happen in 10 seconds. You know what? We're going to go max protect. Let's throw one downfield. Long out. Swan. Bradshaw, max protect. He's looking. He fires. It's intercepted. God damn it. Oh my God. Why would you check down, Terry? I should have put must pass. Oh God. Why would the computer check down in that situation? The computer should know if nobody's open, just chuck the ball out of bounds. So the Browns have the ball, and Luke Roser will come out with a chance to win it here. 49% chance for Lou the Toe Groza. Collins will hold. That makes no sense. That makes no sense why Bradshaw should throw to the out, and if no one's open, should throw it away. Why? You would not check down. Here comes Groza. Here comes the game-winning field goal attempt for the Browns after the Bradshaw pickoff. Are you sure? Yes. The snap, the place. Groza. No good. He misses wide, just barely to the left, and it's sort of I'm happy for the Steelers because that would have been a stinky way to go out. We are going to go to overtime, 17-17, sudden death. And Pittsburgh won the toss, and they will take the ball. Pittsburgh will receive the overtime kick. So Groza missed the 49-yard field goal attempt after the Bradshaw interception. Pittsburgh was going for the block. Groza just missed it to the left. All right, so Cleveland will have to kick off. Pittsburgh won the coin toss. This is sudden death. So Groza will kick deep to Anderson, 17-17 at Three Rivers. And Anderson returns at 24 yards to the Pittsburgh 33, brought down by Costello. So Bradshaw gets a reprieve from the governor. Groza's kick, when it came off his toe, looked good, but started to go left, and it just missed. So in overtime, Bradshaw under center. Again, Blyer and Franco Harris, the split backfield. Wide out Stallworth and Swan. The tight end is Grossman. Play action fake. Grossman. Medium slant. Pass incomplete. As pressure was applied by Williams for the Browns. 2nd and 10. Franco Harris. Trap right to Franco. And Franco struggles for 4 yards. And Sid Williams gets his 6th tackle. Brings up 3rd and 6. Short hitch to Swan. Bradshaw to Swan, complete 10 yards. Harris pulls him down. Bradshaw and the Steelers move the chains. It's 1st and 10 on the Pittsburgh 47. Again, Roy Girella, not the best field goal kicker, folks. As J.W. flexes Lou the Toe. LOL. Yeah, it was Lou the Toe Groza. We're in overtime, 17-17. First score wins. We're playing 1978 rules. And we're going to try to pop Rocky Blyer. Play action, run counter. Maybe Blyer can pop a big one here. Pitch left. Blyer gets the corner, but only 2 yards as Costello comes from his linebacker spot and sends Blyer to the turf. That's Vince Costello's 11th tackle. Rocky Blyer, 10 carries, 3 yards. 30 yards. 3-yard average. 2nd and 8. Clock running, but that means nothing. First score wins. If it goes 15 minutes, this game will be a tie. Let's look for a play action fake. Medium slant. Stallworth. Bradshaw hits Stallworth, a gain of 18. Costello brings him down. He dropped back into pass coverage. Cleveland was playing a 4-3 zone, basic run zone, and they got burned for 18 yards. They were keying Franco Harris on that 2nd and 8. And now John Stallworth, 6 receptions, 122 yards. And it's 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 33. They got to get to about the 10-yard line for Girella to be above 70%. Run counter. Blyer. Off tackle left. There goes Rocky Blyer. Gain of 2. And Davis is coming off the field for the Steelers. He should be back in about 4 plays. Dick Modzelewski on the stop of Blyer. That's his 3rd tackle. But The Steelers inch ever closer to a game-winning field goal. 2nd and 8 from the Cleveland 31. Screen to Franco Harris. Bradshaw hits Harris, and Harris picks up 9 yards and a first down, brought down by Bernie Parrish. Steelers fans getting very anxious here. They're sensing a victory over their longtime rivals, the Browns. Tackle, again, made by Parrish. That's his 5th. Franco Harris, 2 receptions, 21 yards. 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 22. A Roy Girella field goal from here is 33%. Chance of success. Bradshaw taking his time. Steelers break the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Draw play Franco Harris. And Harris up the middle for 3. Davis back out on the field for the Steelers. Sam Davis. Harris now 15 carries, 36 yards, and a touchdown. Blyer's down to 92%. Let's take him out. We're going to bring in Sidney Thornton. Run counter. We're going to give the ball to Thornton. And we're going to go off tackle left. Sidney Thornton, run counter. And Thornton with a good, tough, hard run of 4 yards. Modrzewski brings him down. Again, every yard puts another nail in the Cleveland Brown coffin. 3rd and 3 from the Cleveland 15, and even from here, a field goal, I think we're going into the wind, is only a 43% chance. Roy Girella is awful for the Steelers. So 3rd and 3, backfield of Franco Harris and Thornton. Run counter. And again, we're going to give it to Sidney Thornton. Off tackle right. There goes Sidney Thornton. And he is smothered. Brought down by number 52, Mike Lucci. And that's his first tackle. They were playing a 4-4 stack. Tight man, defensive line inside. And it is 4th and 2. And only a 45% chance of a game-winning field goal from the 14-yard line. So it's a 31-yard field goal. I think we are kicking into the wind. And they're going to keep the kick team on the sideline. 45% chance. Girella's missed one and made one from this distance. They're going to keep 4th and 2. Rocky Blyer comes back in the game. Do we trot Girella out to try for a 44.5% chance of a game-winning field goal, with a better chance of picking up the first down? They're playing stacked. Bobby Franklin is on Stallworth. Oh my God. Short and quick. We're going to play action. Short and quick. This is a game-winning touchdown here. Stallworth. Yes. Bradshaw throws incomplete. Oh my God. Not even close. Wow. Turned over on downs. We do not go for the 45% chance of winning the game. We went with the, I think it was a 75% chance of picking up the reception. So Cleveland was in a 4-3 basic, normal man keying Franco Harris. And Bradshaw just does not connect up with Stallworth. It was there. So, 8:46 left in overtime. Next score wins. And Cleveland gets what they didn't think, an opportunity. Ryan under center. Jim Brown and Green the split backfield. Warfield and Collins the wideouts. Brewer the tight end. Play action fake. Medium fly. Brewer looking for the tight end over the middle. It is caught, and No! He cannot hold on to the ball as the hit jars the ball loose from Brewer. Nice hit by Shell. Pressure applied by Steve Furness of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wow. As Broke Black Man 94 jumps in the chat, moderator extraordinaire, check out his channel. That's Broke Black Man 94, movie and TV reviews. He says Patriots going to win the Super Bowl. I hope so. He says hello to myself and JW, and we say hello back to you, our good friend from the Bronx. So it's 2nd and 10 here. Screen to Jim Brown. Ryan hits Brown. Brown breaks one tackle. First down. Gain of 13. Jim Brown, 6 receptions, 48 yards now. 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 27. Screen. Ernie Green. Ryan hits Green. Green goes forward for 6 yards. Lauren Toes brings him down. That's Toes' 5th tackle. Ernie Green, 4 receptions, 38 yards. Parr Warfield, 5 receptions, 77 yards for the Browns. So 2nd and 4 at the Cleveland 33, 7:27 left in overtime. Dive to Jim Brown. Up the middle goes Brown. He's got the first down. Gain of 5. Steve Furness on the tackle. That's his 3rd tackle for the Steelers. Overtime down to 6:43 now. Browns just need to get in Lou Groza field goal position. Groza missed a 49-yarder right at the end of the game after Bradshaw was picked off. Ryan breaks the huddle. Medium hitch to Paul Warfield. Ryan back to pass. Here comes a blitz. They pick it up, and he cannot connect to Warfield. He threw too high as the blitz did throw off his timing. Brings up 2nd and 10. Pittsburgh was in a 4-3 run. It was there. They were keying Jim Brown. Ryan couldn't make the pitch, and Warfield couldn't make the catch. So 2nd and 10. Draw to Green. There's the draw to Green, and 56. Robin Cole comes flying in for his 3rd tackle, no gain. JW Flux says Philly destroyed the Vikings 38-7. Yes, they did. So 3rd and 10 on the Cleveland 38. We're going to look for Brewer. Short hitch to the tight end, Brewer. Ryan back to pass over the middle, and deflected by Johnson, breaking up the play towards Brewer. And it's going to be 4th and 10, and Gary Collins will punt the ball with 5:14 to play in this game. In overtime, Pittsburgh will have another opportunity to win it. Collins will punt deep to either Bell or Ruttershawn. Here comes a return by the Steelers. And past the 30, near the 35.
Illegal block. Receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
But the illegal block by Blount will nullify the 17-yard return, and with 5:06 to play, Terry Bradshaw and the Pittsburgh offense will start 1st and 10 on their 10. Short out to Stallworth. They're keying that. Dive play to Rocky Blyer. Blyer up the middle, breaks a tackle, and that's a gain of 8. Finally pulled down by Jim Houston. Steelers go to the hurry up. Actually, 4:50. We don't have to go to the hurry up yet. That's Jim Houston's 4th tackle. 2nd and 2. Again, we're going to look for the short out. Stallworth. Bradshaw throws, and it's picked off! Oh my lord, Bradshaw checked away from Stallworth. Good coverage by Beachy. Went over the middle. Costello in coverage, but Bentz gets the interception. Larry Bentz has just practically given the Browns the game here. Oh my God. Let's look at that. We wanted to go to the out. Bradshaw decides to go over the middle to Harris, and Bentz jumped the route. So we wanted to go to the out. The out, watch. And Bradshaw decides again to go over the middle, and he's picked off once again. So Terry Bradshaw, 20 of 35, 316 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. And Lou Groza, who's a much better field goal kicker than Roy Girella, 76% from here, but we want to get closer. As JW Flux says, been leveling like a madman and missed the game's tee-hee. The toe for the win. I think what we're going to do is we're going to run the ball 3 times in the line and get closer. We're going to go I formation. Actually, let's switch this up. I don't want Brown to be the up back. Bring in Leroy Kelly. We're just switching it up here. Kelly. Brown. Bring Green back in. We're not going to get cute. I formation. So Green's the up back. Jim Brown's behind him. And we're going to say run safe. That means 2 hands on the ball. Ball security. Dive. Jimmy Brown. Up the middle goes Brown. Gain of 1. Run safe. Ball security. Run counter. Green. Seven run blocker. 9 run blocker. 6, 8, 6. Left. Off tackle left. Green. Run counter. Green. And he struggles for 2 yards. That's what he averages on that play. So it's 3rd and 7. We're up to 79% success rate for Lou the Toe Groza. And now we're going to go Jimmy Brown. Make sure we have run safe on. Run safe means 2 hands on the ball. Cuts down on the yardage, but it's more ball security. And we're going to go off tackle left. They're probably playing the in. I don't want to lose yardage. Dive Jimmy Brown. Right up the gut. And Jim Brown struggles forward for 1 yard, tackled by L.C. Greenwood. And here comes Lou the Toe Groza. 80% chance of making this. 80.2% chance. Collins to hold. I'm assuming Pittsburgh will come with the field goal block. Here comes the game-winning attempt for the Cleveland Browns after the pickoff. The snap, the place, the hold. Groza down the middle. It is good. The Cleveland Browns come into Pittsburgh and defeat the Steelers in a thriller in overtime with 2:13 to play in overtime. Lou the Toe Groza makes the 33-yard game-winning field goal after missing a 49-yard attempt just slightly left. At the end of the game, Cleveland 20, Pittsburgh 17. Wow, what a ball game, folks. It has lived up to a Titan Bowl matchup. The last 2 Titan Bowl games have been excellent between the Browns and the Steelers. And before that, what the heck was the game I played before this? I've gone brain dead. Oh, the Packers and the Bears. That was the 62 Packers versus the 85 Bears. And what a game. I'd like to say thank you to JW Flux as he says, yes, for the victory. I gave your Cleveland victory, something the real team couldn't. Thank you to Broke Black Man 94. Remember to check out JW Flux's channel, Broke Black Man 94's channel. Thank you to ID Gesture. Thank you to Viper Dave. Check out ID Gesture's channel. And go to my page, my YouTube page. Look at the related stations and the featured stations, and check out those and who they are associated with. All great channels in the community. Let's quickly go to the box score, and then I'm going to jump in the shower. So we'll have the box score up in a minute. Go through the scoring quickly. Pittsburgh scored first at the 7:48 mark in the first quarter. 9-yard pass from Bradshaw to Swan on the corner fade. A Jarella kick, 7-0. Then Cleveland came back with 3 consecutive scores, all in the second quarter. First one came at the 12:29 mark. Green, 17-yard run on a counter. Groza kick tied the game up at 7-7. Then with 5:24 to play in the half, Groza kicked a 29-yard field goal, 10-7. Then with 14 seconds left, Ryan went down the middle to Collins on the long slant, 23-yard touchdown pass. Groza kick, 17-7. Pittsburgh would come back with touchdown and a field goal in the third and fourth quarter. In the third, at the 12:19 mark, Franco Harris, a 1-yard run, Jarella kicked. Roy Jarella would miss a field goal, and then he would make one in the fourth quarter at the 10:26 mark, and we had a tie ball game, 17-17. Just before the end of regulation, we attempted a medium out. Bradshaw decided to check down to Blyer, and the ball got picked off. Lou the Toe Groza came out immediately to try to attempt a 49-yard field goal, and he just missed left. Both teams had possessions in the overtime. Pittsburgh had got another possession, and Bradshaw threw a pick when we were going to an out to Stallworth. He decided to go check down and go to the middle to, I believe it was Franco Harris. And I think it was Parrish stepped in front of it, picked it off. We ran 3 plays for the Browns, 3 running plays. Groza came in, kicked the game-winning 33-yard field goal. The 1964 Cleveland Browns defeat the 78 Pittsburgh Steelers, 20-7. What a ball game. We're going to go to some quick player stats and call it a stream. Ryan, 19 of 37, 240 yards, an interception, a touchdown. He was sacked once. His quarterback rating, 69.7. Terry Bradshaw, 20 of 35, 316 yards, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown, 2 sacks. His quarterback rating, 73. Jim Brown, 20 carries, only 37 yards. That's under 2 yards a carry. That's 1.9. Ernie Green, 7 carries for 26 yards, but he had that big counter where he ran it in for a touchdown from 18 out. I believe it was 18. 17 yards out. Franco Harris, 15 carries, 36 yards. Rocky Blyer, 12 for 40. Thornton, 3 for 9. Harris had a touchdown run. Ryan, 2 for 34 yards. He had 2 big scrambles for the Browns. Receiving, Jim Brown, 6 receptions, 48 yards. Paul Warfield, 5 for 77. Green, 4 for 38. Collins, 3 for 64 and a touchdown catch. Brewer, 1 for 13. For the Steelers, Stallworth, 6 receptions, 122 yards. Swan, 5 for 57 and a touchdown on the corner fade route. Blyer, 4 for 82. Grossman, who came in for the injured Cunningham, 2 for 21. Franco Harris, 2 for 21. Cunningham, 1 for 13. He had a big drop. And let's just give you the big interceptions here. Just really the Cleveland one at the end and before the end of the ball game, regulation. Leading tackler for the Browns, their linebacker, Vince Costello, 13. He also had a deflection and a hurry. Leading tackler for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Jack Lamberg, with 9, 3 deflections. I think that stripped the football. He had 2 strips of the football, so he caused 2 fumbles. Costello caused 1. He had 1 hurry. Interceptions, Cleveland had 2, and it was Bentz who had both of them. Second one gave Groza the opportunity to kick the game-winning field goal in overtime. Sacks, Cleveland had 2, Houston had 1, and Glass had 1. sacks for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh only had one. Mean Joe Green got it. Frank Ryan was fairly well protected, though they did apply 9 hurries, and Cleveland only had 6 hurries on Bradshaw. There was one pickoff by Pittsburgh. It was Johnson with a 20-yard return. So once again, time of possession, fairly even. Cleveland 35 minutes and 35 seconds. Pittsburgh 37 and 12 seconds. Net offense 334 against 395. Very even game. Thus, the 20-17 victory by the Browns in overtime with 2 minutes left to play in overtime. I think it was 2-something. So it's Al Red Sox fan saying, thank you very much. As D. Scott Howard says, I'm late. Yes, you are. You missed one heck of a game, my friend. Hope all is well with you. D. Scott Howard in the house. So this is Al Red Sox fan saying, thank you very much to D. Scott Howard, JW Flux, Broke Black Man 94, ID Gesture, Viper Dave. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Till next time, hope you enjoyed the 1964 Cleveland Browns 20. The 1978 Pittsburgh Steelers 17. Game-winning field goal by Lou the Toe Groza with 2:13 left to play in overtime. Signing off from Three Rivers Stadium, Al Red Sox fan, from Al Red Sox fan YouTube station. Please hit the like button, please share, and tell people about the station and the community, and let's get more subscribers for everyone. Thank you. Till next time, health, happiness, take care, bye-bye, God bless, and peace!